Welcome to Founders Club, the show for real estate entrepreneurs.
You're liking the multifamily space. You're going after accredited investors to raise money. How are you guys finding the deals that you're looking for? Because I think for a lot of investors out there, that's probably the biggest challenge. It's money or deals, right? Depending on which side of the coin you're on.
Right?
So how are you guys finding deals?
So we use brokers.
Okay.
To this point. Or I shouldn't say it like that. We use brokers, and a lot of it has been where am I going to start on this? Okay. So brokers can be great if you can create a great relationship with them, right? What you're ultimately trying to do is get access to off-market deals. This is where we want to participate.
You want to be called number one.
You want to be called number one.
Right.
You need to become very good at networking and start actually building a trustworthy relationship to have access to those deals, and that takes time. Mm-hmm. There's a component where, for who my partners are, and a lot of the relationships that they had built prior to this new company, and truthfully, I've gotten good at leveraging what I've done in the past to create new relationships in the future.
Okay.
Right? So, for example, we participate in Long Beach. I've been able to use who I am to get in the door to the basically guy making the decision. And then I'm able to start creating the relationships to then start seeing actual off-market deals, not just, let's just test these guys and throw them the crap.
Right.
Right? So I would say it just takes time for anyone who, so to answer your question, we use brokers.
Okay.
We have relationships with brokers who we're at a point where we see off-market deals with. There also is a part where we have used developers that we've done deals with that will basically bring us a project that they've gotten under contract.
Oh, nice.
And we will come in and become the equity.
It's
or
ready
JV.
to go, they just need the money.
Yes. So we get to participate in that side as well.
Cool.
For somebody who wants to go find their own deals, it's like the art of the first deal, right? It is incredibly hard to get your first deal. It really is, right? And really, you have to understand the broker world. And I think a lot of your listeners are brokers, right? Brokers get paid when you close, right? So if you have this massive project and you're going to make money when you sell it, you've got to take a huge leap of faith to trust somebody that you've never met before to pass them a deal and risk not closing on, which means you're not making money on.
Right, exactly.
So typically, and let's just use apartments because that's where we focus, the brokers bring deals to people they know are going to close.
Exactly.
Right? So for somebody trying to break in, it's an uphill battle in the beginning. A lot of times it might take you 12, 15 months to get one broker to go, you know what? All right, dog.
You're my guy.
You've been hounding me every single week for 14 months. All right, I'm going to give you a shot.
Yep.
And then you better close.
You better close
right?
on that shot, for
the
sure.
The thing that's amazing is when you do close, you're going to get a follow-up deal right away, and another deal, and another deal, and then it's just like it just starts coming at you like full force, right? You just have to push through to get the first deal. That's the challenge.
That's a very good point because it's hard to get to pole position.
Hell yeah.
But once you're pole position, if you're closing, you're pole position all day because they know that you can.
And so look, I would recommend this. If you're starting to create a relationship with a broker, he is going to be vetting you to find out if you are going to close or not. So you need to know what you're talking about, right? And that's a big one. Like if you say anything that might give him a hint that you won't close, you lost your opportunity.
Yep.
So make sure you are educated. Like let's say apartment buildings, right? You have a lot of single family investors that want to move into apartment buildings. And unfortunately, it doesn't matter how big your portfolio is in single family. Brokers in multifamily do not care at all.
Different world, yeah, they don't care.
Completely different. They want to know how many apartment buildings you've closed on.
Yep.
And I'm not talking duplexes or quads.
Right.
You need to make sure you can hang in this world. You know all of the terms. If you do go through a walkthrough with them, you're actually asking relevant questions because ultimately you're building trust over and over for them to go, okay, you know what? I'm going to give you one. Okay, fine. Seriously, you've broken me down long enough. Here you go.
Right.
You just need to be willing to go through a whole year of eating crap until they throw you a bone.
Yeah. It's the kid asking for ice cream. He just keeps asking until he gets that ice cream.
That's exactly. You have to be so persistent, right?
Right.
So that's what I think. If you're getting into like doing deals yourself, that's where you want to go. If you're investing in other people, I think it's less about how do you find deals and more about how do you do due diligence on the people you're investing with. It's probably the more relative.
To listen to this full Founders Club interview, go to foundersclub.tv.